Okay, so this is number 99 on page 94, right? And we're going to do 99 through 104. And this is the chart and the Venn diagram that they give you. So let me just make that a little bit bigger. You can look at this in your book if you'd like. So this is just a chart, right, that shows the top single recordings of all time. So, right, we have a title, for example, White Christmas by Bing Crosby. So he sold $50 million in 1942. I mean, there's Little Drummer Boy, the Harry Symes, is that Cone Chorale, 25 million. That was in 1958. Again, It's Now or Never, Elvis Presley, 20 million, and so forth. So we have a title, right? We have either a group or an artist, right? So Elvis would be an artist. A group would be, oh, I think the Beatles are in here. Okay. A group would be the Beatles, right? Whitney Houston would be an artist, and so forth. So there is the information given. And again, feel free to familiarize yourself with it a little bit more if you'd like. And now let's look at the Venn diagram, because here they want us to use this Venn diagram to indicate which region, right? They give us 8 regions. Each of the recordings above should be placed. So we have to understand this Venn diagram before we use it. So we have 3 sets. Well, obviously we have the universal set, which is probably all the recordings, and recorded by a group. Okay, so here are 4 regions, right? This is recording by the set of all recording by a group. Here's a set of sales that exceeded 15 million, meaning more than 15 million. Let's see if we want to write that, right? So exceeded 15 million means more than 15 million, right? If we want to say strictly greater than 15 million. And then we have our third set, which is recordings before 1990, right? And these are the 4 sets. And then finally we have the universal set. So let's use again this information to find these to see which we want to use this Venn diagram, right, to indicate which regions should each recording be placed in. So let me make this a little bit smaller. Okay, so let's see. 99 is, it says Candle in the Wind. So Candle in the Wind. Well, first of all, let's find out information about Candle in the Wind. Well, Candle in the Wind is right here, right? That's the title. And it's by an artist, right? Not a group, Elton John. Here are the sales, and here are the years. So I would write that down. Let me just maybe, I don't have a highlighter on here. Maybe I do, but haven't learned how to use it. So let's write down that information. Okay, we definitely have an artist, right? Because it's Elton John. What else do we know? The sales were 37 million, and the year released was in 1997. Okay, now given this information, we look at our Venn diagram. And so the first thing is, okay, he's an artist. So if we look at our Venn diagram, make this a little bit bigger. Okay, where are the artists? Well, okay, here is recorded by a group. So this is not going to be one. We're not going to choose Roman numeral 1, 2, 4, or 5, because this is recorded by a group, and so Elton John is not in here. So we can automatically eliminate those. So it's either going to be these 3, and if you want, let's see, we can even, so we won't get confused, so we can eliminate these guys. And what else do we know? $37 million in 1997. So he made $37 million that year. So sales exceeding 15 million, well, 37 is greater than 15. So yeah, he definitely lives in this group, right? He lives in here, but we know it's not these guys because we already crossed them out. So really what we're left with is right, that piece, right? It's either going to be 3 or it's going to be 4. Well, what other information do we have? Well, 1997, that's when it was released. So here we have recordings before 1990. Well, 1997 is after 1990, so it can't be in this set. So it's not this guy right here. So that's not going to work. And so the only one left is 3. So number 99 is, well, the answer is the candle in the wind is in 3. So 3. And let's see, maybe I'll do one more actually. I won't do all 4 because you'll have some on your ICA. What about, oh, let's see. How about okay, what about I want to hold your hand. I think that's 101. 101, and that is by the Beatles. How does that one go? I want to hold your hand. I think that one's anyways, I think that's it. So let's maybe box this so we don't lose the information. And what do we have? Okay, Beatles, so definitely group, right? The Beatles is a group, not just one artist. We have 12 million, and we have the release date was in 1963. And right now I'm going to go ahead and erase what we had in the last part, just because I don't want to confuse it with that. Hopefully this will allow me to. Okay, so I quickly just deleted what we had here since we're in a new problem. So 101, okay, so Beatles, 12 million, 1963. So this is definitely a group, so recorded by a group. So it has to be 1, 2, 4, or 5, right? So automatically, right, it can't be any of these. So automatically it's not going to be this region, or this region, right? Just because we know it's a group. Okay, so 12 million. If we look at the sales, right, it exceeded more than 15 million in this set, and 12 million is obviously not greater than 15 million. So we know that he lives, the Beatles, right, live in here, but it can't be 2 or 5 because this means that they made more than 15 million and they didn't make more than 15 million. So we can cross, right, this out, right? So that helped us with that. And again, we're just left with either 1 or 4. And 1963, so let me get my pointer here. So 1963, so recorded before 1990. Well, that's in this set, so it's got to be this one because this is not recorded before 1990. So this is it, and there's only one element or guy left, one region, so it's not that. And so the answer, the region, is 4. Okay, so that's 101.